I'm coming in loud and clear. Might hear me on the radio.
Hey guys, it's Eric here at Farpoint Farms. Hey, before I get on to today's video, I do want to remind you that I do offer memberships here. You can help out the channel for like $1 a month becoming a member. You can also go on over to Patreon and do it that way if you like, but it means a lot to me to know that you guys value the content that I'm putting out. And also, while I'm talking about content, I do have a whole new channel, a 5th channel now in the fleet of channels here at Farpoint. Farpoint Mowers and More. If you're into gardening, home repairs, things like that, Mowers and More gives you all that small engine stuff, riding mower reviews, how-to videos. I'd really appreciate it if you join me over there as well and help grow that channel so it can help pay my bills. On to today's video though, we have the Choyong R1. This is a beautiful looking radio. I can't wait to open this up. In fact, let's just go ahead and open it up. I saw some pictures of it. Now, I don't think they've actually released this one yet, but it's coming soon, and you're going to see why I think it's a beauty. That's why I think it's a beauty, because it is a beauty. Is that not pretty? So it is not simulated wood. That is an actual wood casing, and it is. It's just got a good look to it, if you ask me. Yeah, so I just think this thing is beautiful, and so we'll get the camera closer in here. But just to give you a look, full wood. And in the back here, a base hole and some connections. And so we have USB Type-C, that's to allow for charging because it is wireless. We have an internal and external switch, so internal antenna or external. It does have a small phono jack, micro jack, whatever you call that, to hook up to a long wire antenna or an SW shortwave antenna or even an FM antenna that you could hook to this as well. And it's just on the bottom, some nice soft molded rubber feet down here. The front is where the action's at. It's got a classic look to it. This is a nice golden and brown cloth. The dial here is backlit illumination, kind of gold tone, kind of a dirty brass, I guess you would call that. And then the dials here, the actual features are somewhat muted so they don't stand out too much, but on-off volume here. This is a gain, I think it is. I can't remember. I'll have to look at that. And that selects. This is it is an FM radio. It is a shortwave radio. It is a Bluetooth radio. And I think that makes it kind of cool that you can use this as a Bluetooth speaker if you want to hook your phone to it and go through it. Now, no AM on this, which is a little bit unusual for me as far as, and when I say AM, I mean shortwave is in the AM band, but I'm talking about mid-wave or medium wave. That's not included in this, and according to the manufacturer, there were some reasons why they decided to go with that. They were having a hard time with getting decent performance out of AM, and they decided to focus just on sound quality for FM, Bluetooth, and then to add shortwave in there because of the classic looks of the radio. So I'm going to get the camera closer in, and we will take a close-up look. We'll turn it on, and I can't do anything Bluetooth up here because I don't have a cell phone, but the we'll go through FM and I'll go through the shortwave. We are in the middle of a solar storm, solar activity, so I don't know what kind of reception we're going to get, but we're going to use just the internal antenna to see what it can pull in, if anything. So let's do it. All right, well, here we are on a bench. I've got the microphone kind of in between us, so if I sound a little farther away, that's okay because I want the radio to be kind of the forefront. Again, she's a beauty. Let's go ahead and turn it on. And I think I have it set to shortwave. So let's start our band scan on shortwave. You can see the dial lighted up and it changes colors. There's also the green tuning eye here. We'll roll through real slow. Cool. So there's the tuning eye. I love it that lights up. Reminds me of my old airline Ward, beautiful old tube radio that had that similar functions.
Of these groups that are involved in all of this?
I would say it has a good signal lock. You know, I don't want to leave it on for too long. Gosh, it's crazy censorship. Let's just leave it at that right now. But it is working beautifully on that. Let's move up and see what else we can pick up.
Sex trafficking of children.
Another really nice lock. You can see it knows there's a signal. The light comes on. There's the overcomer.
It would take away perhaps the most
Nice strong
important
signals.
tool the U.S. has when it comes to Iran, she said, of the non-abandon provision. I don't think it was a very wise idea to
Cool.
take
Let's
things
keep
off
going.
the table if you try to get people.
All right, so definitely picking up some stations on this Sunday morning. Not a, that's just with the built-in antenna, which I'm not sure what it is, but it's probably just a ferrite rod with a bunch of windings around it. Add an external antenna to this with the plug provided, and you're probably going to be having quite a bit better reception. Although, like I said, for what it is, that wasn't bad at all, especially during daytime here in North Carolina. So, all right, let's move along here. The next one I want to go to, and you can see it blinks, and that is Bluetooth. I don't have anything that I can hook up to Bluetooth here, so if you wanted to link your radio to this, it would be really groovy. You could listen to, whatever is on your cell phone. So I like the Shoutcast station that is 40s UK radio. I like listening to old swing music, big band music, and so I listen to that a lot on my my other Choyong, the LC90. And so if you wanted to listen to it on this radio, you could go directly to their website and stream it through Bluetooth onto this. So that's kind of a cool feature. All right, the next one is, I believe, aux. So if you wanted to have a hard wire to another device, that would be your aux, and you could listen through there. And then lastly, we go to FM, and we'll get into FM here, and I'll go through it. I have to be real careful, obviously, on FM because copyright stuff is just absurd. But we'll go through that as well and pick up maybe one or two stations, hopefully, that are talking.
WHCB, host for the Bible class every Monday through Friday morning at 4 a.m.
I will say that is a
9
wonderful
a.m.
sound. It's
here
warm.
on WHCB. Thank you for praying for us. And
A little
we
more
want you
bass.
to join us and listen and participate in the Bible
And a
class
little too
here
much
on
treble.
WHCB.
I would say at its natural state, it's just a warm sound to it.
Good morning. It's Mr. Morning Worship Program, brought to you by...
Nice. Okay, well everything's playing music, so I have to stop, unfortunately. Even the bumper music will get you a copyright strike here. Ask me how I know. So, it is the Choyong LC90's newest edition. The LC90 has everything in a modern case. Well, this is the Choyong R1. It is a beautiful wood-cased, genuine wood. Very nicely done. I don't know where they found that cloth, but that cloth is nearly identical to my 1938 airline model that I have. That is, one of those tombstone bench models. A beautiful radio, and so this is equally beautiful in my book. The dial is well lit, and I like how it changes for the different sections. We do have a tone control, volume on off, and of course our selector. The only thing that I would say that people might struggle with is tuning on shortwave. You have to go real slow. I mean, you're talking about a very large spectrum, and you're covering it in just one. The reason that they did that, I talked with the creator of this, is they didn't want to muck up the screen, the face here, with a bunch of switches and dials or a bunch of different bands that were listed on here. So band A, B, C, D, to get through all the different shortwave bands. And that was an aesthetic choice. So I kind of agree with that. I especially like the little green tuning on it. I think it adds a bit of vintage class to it. So pretty cool. I'll leave a link to where you can pick one of these things up. Thanks to Choyong for sending it my way. Been really happy with the LC90, and now I've got something like this that I can put on the shelf and listen to with, it's something you want front and center, I would say. Anyway, until next time, my friends, take care.